I am in Budapest for another thing, for a running adventure, but you know, I cannot resist staying without tea, so let's see what is happening now. Hi guys, this is Gabriele from nannuoshan, where we share the pleasure of drinking and discovering genuine farm tea. And it's not only your pleasure, it has to be also my pleasure. I'm really thirsty, I'm totally wet, and guess where I am? At the TEAWARE tea house in Budapest. Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Welcome.
Hello, Balázs.
I hope that I will be on YouTube.
Of course you will, yeah, yes. Here you are, we are on YouTube.
Okay, I brew something special for you.
Really? Great.
Yeah,
hi guys.
Hello. Because I was maybe expecting you.
Yeah, of course I anticipated that. I am even a couple of minutes late. So let's see what Balázs will prepare for us.
Okay, first of all, a glass of water. And
I'll go for it.
Then it's 2018 nannuoshan gushu.
That sounds like a good match. Is already in?
Yeah, I already did the wash and the first brew, so that when somebody, an old friend arrives, I can give a proper tea.
Perfect. There is also an upstairs
let me show you
store.
around.
Let's have a look.
Yeah. Actually, this is not a tea house, it's a tea room, and this is a multifunctional place. We use the workshops here, we do the workshops here, and sometimes it's an office, sometimes it's a dog hotel, and sometimes it's
multitasking.
It's a sleeping place, and we store some goods around here.
Oh, here we are.
Yeah, we store some goods. And the secret cupboards, we do some Japanese
Oh, you do also painting, yeah, like in traditional Chinese tea house.
We do shodo, so it's Japanese calligraphy. We have a teacher, and we have shodo seminars here.
I remember actually, let's see if I remember correctly, when we were in China, you were practicing also calligraphy there, and I think that one of you was good, either Dora or you was good at the painting, and the other one at remembering
actually I'm good at Dora is good at remembering the characters, remembering the kanji, the characters, and I can speak better. Maybe I can use the language.
That was like that. Okay.
So I can speak but cannot read. She can read, but she's.
But the two of you together,
perfect match. Perfect match. So it's a multifunctional.
Nice. Yeah, let's go drinking. Tell me a little bit about this place, because I think you were in a different one before, isn't it?
Yeah, we were in another place in the 7th district near the Hero Square, and that was our first tea house, and there we wanted everything to be a tea house, to be a tea shop, to be a web shop, to be a place for seminars, and also to serve our specialty cafe B2B partners.
Okay.
So we wanted a lot of things.
Was it kind of too much?
Was too much for two of us. Of course, we had to let it go, and we let go the part that that was a very enjoyable part. But to operate as a tea house, you have a special preparation of the washing, and they also the guests needed sandwiches and cakes and sweets and everything. So actually the need was to open like a cafeteria or a conditori. How do you say that?
Pastisserie, conditorale.
Yeah, or something like sweets and tea. And many people came with a laptop and asked the Wi-Fi code, and they just want to have a quiet place to see.
I know that, the same problem we had in Berlin.
And they came with a girl first date, and we just want anything. So we didn't open the place to be that kind of like a cafe. So we wanted another space where we can be a tea space, but a separated room to make the B2B packaging. Also in one room we can be a tea shop.
Because still you have a lot of things here. I mean, you are serving tea like in the traditional Chinese way, like in the shop. So people from the outside maybe don't understand first that the problem we are in Berlin, that is also a shop.
Yeah.
But you can have guests drinking tea here.
Well, mostly friends and guests who book before, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
I have some friends who come here regularly because they are old tea friends and they know how to prepare tea.
Yeah.
As for the people who first timers or just want to introduction into Chinese tea, we have the monthly workshops and seminars for them. Either in Chinese tea or in Japanese tea, or there is a price list. You can book private workshops.
Ah, okay, yeah.
And that's with me. So only some old guests get the tea tray by themselves.
Okay, otherwise you would serve them.
Most of the guests just get a small cup of tasting, and they are invited for the workshops.
Understand, yeah.
So this is our concept to make the education at fixed dates for more people, or even private groups. But only with me, with my
blocking a little bit the mass also, right? Getting in just for the internet or...
Yeah, it's good that we are in a place that is not on the busiest main streets. So it's a filter.
Yeah.
So people will find us who want to find us.
Although it's quite central, I would say. I mean, at least I could... It's not downtown, but it's not too far.
It's not downtown, it's not too far. It's an ideal place because we live to the north of Budapest, and this is a hilly side. Yeah. This is the more nature on this side. We can even have some outdoor tea sessions quite near, walking distance.
Ah, nice.
So for us, it's an ideal place.
Yeah, let me show also around here. They have these wooden shelves here on the side with all the TEAWARE, both Chinese and Japanese. And Balázs and Dora are traveling to China and to Japan to source their China including Taiwan, or let's say Taiwan, China, and Japan. We don't want to put China and Taiwan exactly in the same plate, let's say. And then here on the back, if I may,
yeah, you can.
You have the Chawan to prepare the matcha and the collection of Gaiwan and of Ishin teapot here on the top. And just by looking at all this teapot, I certainly get thirsty. I had a first sip, but I was too much concentrating holding the camera, so let me have another sip of the nannuoshan gushu.
I didn't find the right time for my personal...
For Sheng.
Sheng.
What do you usually drink?
In the morning, I don't eat breakfast, so in the morning I need a tea which is gentle for the stomach. And this is
green tea?
No green tea, absolutely not. So this is pu'er, so fermented tea, as we all know. It's low, the acidity is very low, so it's even we drink it with a lot of water diluted, so it's gentle for the stomach. It's a gentle wake up, but to be honest, I start my day with water, with warm water.
Chinese way,
absolutely. And I encourage everybody to watch her body's reaction, and don't take my word, try more teas. Of course, one rule of thumb, green tea and these very raw teas are not good for empty stomach, so you have to eat something before.
Yes.
If you eat breakfast, you can use your green tea, you can drink your matcha, whatever. But since I don't eat breakfast, my first I do the intermittent fasting, so my first meal is the lunch, and usually we go training in the morning. So there is a gym not far away from here, and for me it's much better to exercise when my stomach is empty, because my digestion is pretty low, slow. So this is my way of
I see.
doing
So you
it.
wait it is empty and then you refill.
Yeah, and then I can move freely. Then I'm not weaker. It's just my
because
style
the
of
digesting makes you weaker.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But for example, Dora is different. So she needs some little breakfast. She drinks.
She has breakfast.
She has breakfast. She drinks the pu'er, but very diluted way, with a lot of water. And then we go to the gym and we have lunch here usually.
Ah, nice.
And in the afternoon, I usually drink matcha.
Okay, well that's powerful. And,
That's
But then you
powerful.
have already something in your stomach.
Then I have already something.
Yeah.
I drink matcha around 2 o'clock, so after lunch, maybe 1 hour, 2 hours after lunch, I drink matcha, and that has a very good effect on me. What I realized is that in the summer when it's hot, matcha just makes me too hot. So I switched to Japanese green tea or Chinese green tea. So I drink a lot of green tea.
Still cooling, but with less caffeine, not too much stimulation.
Yeah, that's it. Somehow the nature of matcha is very energizing, and in the summer I use the same I feel the same effect from the green tea, but with a more water content. So it's a longer drink.
Yes, it's like okay, yeah.
And instead of pu'er in the summer, we drink liu bao in the morning.
Okay.
Which I really like heicha. Somehow it's my And in the winter, sometimes we drink oolongs in the afternoon with Dora together. So yancha we drink, maybe dansong, and sometimes I feel that I need a tea in the evening. Not every evening, but sometimes, and I reach for the Sheng pu'er.
Ah, that's the time then for Sheng.
I don't know why, because normally
I see the point. You know, in the evening I tend to also drink Sheng and yancha somehow, depending on the weather. If it is cold weather, I'll often go for yancha because it's warming, it's also powerful, so it feels like a good match for me after the meal.
So I think everybody must find his or her own.
Here you got some inspiration. I mean, after all these stories from Balázs and Balázs, which is the right pronunciation? Balázs, and I hope it gives you a little bit of inspiration for finding the best match for yourself, the way you are, your physiology, and tea.
Yeah, and it's also very important to experiment with different teas in different seasons, in different time of the day, and observation, I think, is the key.
Yeah.
Observation.
Yeah, I see you have actually a lot of Japanese TEAWARE, and we would like to push it more, but it's a little bit difficult for us to find suppliers. Do you get them from Japan or?
Yeah, a lot of TEAWARE comes directly from Japan, because when I visited Japan, of course, I visited some companies who are ready for the exporting, and I find nice stuff. You have to go there and you have to choose especially what you like, but a lot of stuff we do it here with local artists.
Here?
Yeah, local artists, they make it according to our measurements, because we know how big it should be and what glaze we like and what...
If you would give this to me, I would bet it comes from Japan, actually.
Yeah, it's really, even for Japanese, they think it's from Japan.
Oh, really? Okay.
She's a talented artist, so...
And she's Hungarian.
She's Hungarian. Of course, here we have raku, which is one of the most famous material or style of ceramics in Japan.
But those are made in Japan.
These are made in Japan,
okay.
And these are more sensitive. But this, you can put it in the dishwasher. So
oh, really?
These are super durable.
Okay.
And she makes some special...
Oh, that's also from her? Oh, yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah, she makes special stuff. We've been working together almost 7 years, so we know each other's...
wow. How is it? I think your website is still in Hungarian. Do you plan to do it also in English or not?
Yes, we are planning in English, but our approach is that we have to make it at least an acceptable, for our standard, acceptable website. And we have still, we are not we are not completely satisfied with it. Not to speak about, we had to renew the website from zero because we had some issues with the old one, so we had to build it up again.
Oh, so it will be a completely new one. Okay.
And it's already the new, but also the products are changing all the time.
Yeah, don't tell me.
And Dora is the one responsible for the website. So I'm heavily thinking about taking an employee for the website.
I have a tip for you that I will tell you in a moment. We were just discussing how we actually met about 7 years ago. Actually, Balázs and Dora texted me when we just opened the tea house in Berlin, and they came over to visit. And this was kind of a start of a friendship because soon after we met each other in China.
Yeah, sure. So the first impression was your website, which I really liked. I liked the products. I liked how it looked, and it gave me a very good impression. And I thought I wrote you an email, and of course with the email we started talking about our sourcing in China, tea sourcing in China, and I think I realized that I'm in the same time we are also in China, and that you are in the same time. Yes. Around 2016.
And so actually we did an exchange of suppliers in a way. So we spent some days visiting a supplier of Dora Balázs that is still today one of our suppliers. And then we went down to the Danton area where we introduced you some of ours. So it was a little exchange, let's say. And was this the year that TEAWARE started?
No, it was 2 years after.
2 years after it started.
2 years after, but the funniest thing that we never met, and we set a meeting point in Raoping station in the Chaozhou area, that we meet that day in the afternoon at 3 o'clock, and we checked the train tickets, so we had to be there exactly. And then we just met there as we meet here in the city somewhere.
Sometimes you can do that, So that's a little story, yes, about TEAWARE, about nannuoshan. We were just speaking off the camera how we could cooperate.
This is one thing we sourced.
Yes, look, these we bought them together in Chaozhou. Is a classic tray for Chaozhou style gonfucha. If you watch our videos about Danton style or Chaozhou style gonfucha, one of the very first video I made, I had everything on the table, but not a proper tray, because we were sold out with that tray.
I'm sorry, I bought I think 3 or 5.
Just a few, but we sold them. Anyway, that's our little story. I hope you have enjoyed this visit in a tea house. And if you come to Budapest, please visit TEAWARE. If you are into tea, you will definitely enjoy this place.
Thank you, Gabriele.
Thank you, Balázs, for the great nannuoshan gushu.
Thanks for stopping by.
And now, back on the run. I'm back because Balázs told me he would like to prepare for me some matcha. Really smooth. There's a little bit of green notes. Kind of creamy.
Very creamy.
Roasting.
Pumpkin seed.
Pumpkin seeds, roasted pumpkin seeds. Yeah, yeah, yeah.